What's up guys, Slaughterfits here. Special shout out to Leeck85 for suggesting this build. If you have any builds that you'd like to see in a future video, just comment them down below and I'll be sure to incorporate them.
What's up guys, Slaughterfits back here with another video, and this time I have another Skyrim build for you guys. This build is a Hunter of Hircine build. As you probably saw in the little intro there, this is a fan requested build for a werewolf build. Now, I've been thinking about doing a werewolf build for a long time now. I think this actually might not be the first time it's been requested. My main issue with it, though, is, there's just one way to do werewolves in Skyrim. It's not like you can really change it in any way. You can't, there's perks that lightly change, like, the effects and how much damage you do or take. But there's no different weapons, there's no different spells, there's nothing to change with it. So I've never really wanted to do a just straight werewolf build, because frankly it's just kind of boring, and it's basically just showing off the existing mechanic that's in the game of being a werewolf. So this build is more around kind of the idea of like who would be a werewolf, kind of lore-wise in Elder Scrolls. But this is less focusing on actually turning into a werewolf and more what you do in your non-werewolf state. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with Apparel. And so this guy is a follower of Hircine, obviously. And Hircine's followers are mostly hunters and people that are into nature, but mostly hunters. And so this guy is just supposed to look like the ultimate hunter. I gave him the Storm Cloak, officer helm, because, it's clearly a bear skin, and I gave him, fur, and so, yeah. Let me just start with the top. Fur bracers, light armor rating of 65 when fully upgraded and boosted by some enchantments. I enchanted mine, so my light armor skill is increased by 28 points, and two-handed attacks do 45% more damage. Then the shoes. Kind of wish there were some fur boots that weren't like the Stormcloak ones, because the shoes look a little funny, and I didn't want to do like the Stormcloak ones, but whatever. So fur shoes, also light armor rating of 65. I enchanted these ones so they do that same two-handed enchant, and stamina regenerates 35% faster. And then my gold emerald ring. So if you're going to actually turn into the, a werewolf, I would recommend switching to Ring of the Beast. So while you're a werewolf, you receive 100 extra health, and your claw attacks do an additional 20 damage. But when not a werewolf, I would just switch to gold emerald ring, which I enchanted with that same two-handed enchant, and it increases my light armor skill by 28 points. And then necklace, I enchanted, so health regenerates 35% faster, two-handed attacks do 45% more damage. And then probably the most Hircine thing in this whole build, Savior's Hide. This is a Daedric artifact from Hircine. I kind of forget what the whole story with it is, but I think it's like ripped off his back or ripped off some guy named Savior, or I don't know, maybe Hircine is a savior. I don't really remember what the deal with it is, but it's basically a unique item you can find in Skyrim, and I think Morrowind. Increases magic resistance by 15%, increases poison resistance by 50%. In my opinion, a terrible enchantment, but it has a decent armor rating for light armor with 260. And it is, the Hircine artifact, so, why not include it? And then, like I said, I did the Stormcloak officer helmet because it's a bear skin, armor rating of 90, light armor, of course. I enchanted mine so magicka regenerates 70% faster, and restoration spells cost 28% less to cast. I did this because basically restoration is the only magicka this guy uses. Alright, and weapons is where things get a little complicated, because honestly, what might make the most sense for a hunter would be a bow of some sort, but I've been doing a lot of archery builds lately, so I wanted to do, not that. The Spear of Bitter Mercy is a Hircine artifact, and is maybe an even more iconic Hircine thing than Savior's Hide. And so for kind of aesthetic and lore reasons, it would make the most sense to use this, except for it just sucks in Skyrim. It was added in with the Creation Club content, and I was really caught off guard by this, because most of the Creation Club content I would compare to like really high level, like professionally done Bethesda content. This I describe as kind of like a shitty port mod. It's pretty bad. It doesn't have any unique animations. It has the same animations as the Giants Club, which looks really strange. Like, why would you use a spear like this? Its damage is terrible for some reason and can't be boosted by any sort of enchantments. And then this whole dummy spear effect for 1 second, I don't know what that means. I looked it up and I couldn't find any information about it. Doesn't do anything when I hit people. I pressed all the buttons. I can't figure out a way to throw it or something. I'm pressing a whole bunch of different buttons right now. Nothing seems to work. So I don't even know what this dummy spear effect plus 1 second is. This just, aesthetically, lore-wise, this would make sense to use. I wish it was good, but it just sucks. So go ahead and just use a Daedric Greatsword. Hircine is a Daedric guy, so it kind of makes sense. Mine I enchanted, so it absorbs 22 points of health and has the Chaos Enchantment, so 50% chance of each element of Fire, Frost, and Shock to do 28 points of damage. And finally, when fully upgraded and boosted by some enchantments, it has a damage of 361. For two-handed, go ahead and max out Barbarian, so your weapon does twice as much damage. And then Deep Wounds 3, oops, well I guess I'm out of perks, but whatever. Go ahead and get Deep Wounds 3, where your attacks with Greatswords have I think it's a 20 or 25% chance of doing even more critical damage. Champion Stance, power attacks with two-handed weapons cost 25% less stamina. Devastating Blow, standing power attacks do 25% bonus damage with a chance to decapitate enemies. Great Critical Charge can do a two-handed power attack, while sprinting that does double critical damage. Sweep, so you hit all targets in front of you instead of just one when you're doing a sideways attack. I kind of feel like this should just work always, because that's just is how, physics works, but, whatever. War Master, backwards power attacks have a 25% chance to paralyze the target. And then for light armor, just go ahead and get everything except for matching set, because this is sadly not a matching set. I kind of wish all the different Daedric Lords had unique matching sets for them, but sadly, this guy at least, Hircine, only has a single piece. And then I put a decent amount into Restoration. I got Novice and Apprentice, so I can do fast healing. Recovery 2, so my Magicka regenerates 50% faster. Restoration dual casting. Regeneration, so it cures 50% more, and finally Respite, so it also restores stamina. I'm kind of curious, someone could maybe answer in the comments, does it restore stamina at the same rate? Is the stamina also affected by regeneration? I'm just curious. Alright guys, so we're here at Markarth because, I'm getting revenge for my followers, the Forsworn, who had their city took by, the Empire, or whoever it was, Ulfric Stormcloak. So I'm going to go ahead and kill some guards to get revenge for my Forsworn brethren. Boom! It's a one-shot against guards when you do a power attack, that's pretty good. Jesus Christ. So as you can see, that hit both of them at the same time. That's that sweep effect. Let's kill this guy. Wait, where's the rest of the guards? Usually there's a fuck ton in Markarth. Where they at, though?
He was after Margaret. Why?
What's up, you want some too?
What do you think you're doing?
Ah, here we go.
Help! Someone!
Give up while you still can.
So for light armor and not even a matching set, this is actually holding up pretty good against these guards. They're not really able to do much damage to me, but I'm also absorbing their health back with this enchant. God, so many essential people, they're clogging it. Fuck, back up. Yeah, these essential guys just get in the way and then I don't hit these other people. Got him? That's how we do it. Come over here. Where do you think you're going?
Die, damn you.
I'm a warrior of Hircine. Cannot get taken out by mere guards. Back up, dude. You're like a two-tap. Get out the way.
Help! I'm being attacked!
Okay, I think I've gotten all the guards. Let me go, let's go fight some giants and see how this holds up. Alright guys, I'm here at a giant camp to take these boys out and test this build. Rah! Oh, one shot on a giant? That is pretty fucking good. Oh, damn! Alright, this weapon is just so brutal. I mean, it's like my armor doesn't even really need to do much because this weapon is just so cold. Back up. Oh, Jesus. This fucking guy. Oh, one strike on Boethia cultist? Oh, damn, these guys are kind of fucking me up. Could go tryhard. Alright, yup. Alright, so that's probably going to do it for this build, guys. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If I'm being honest, I think this might be a little bit of a one-sided build, basically just a Daedric two-hand build. But my intention with this build was to provide a kind of cool, unique outfit and kind of aesthetic for what the fan was asking for. But yeah, so let me know what you think down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.